I think that when we think of George McShan's legacy, not just to HCISD, but to public education in general, the word that comes to mind is advocacy. You know, for the last 30 years and beyond that, he's been a strong advocate, not just for public education or HCISD, but the individual students in his community. In 1997, my mom and myself walked into a school board meeting where we were to address the school board. I was 19 years old, and I had never spoken to a group of professionals before. We were there to request something. The school board discussed it. It didn't go our way. You know, my mom doesn't speak English. One of the board members came over and explained why we were turned down for our request. And he explained to us in Spanish. You know, my mom was sad about it. I was upset about it. But as I was leaving the school board meeting, I heard a voice that said, "Hey, young man, can I talk to you?" And I turned around, and it was Mr. McShan. And he'd been on the board at that time, maybe 10 years. And I went over, he said, "Let me explain something to you." He goes, you guys didn't get your way here today. Things didn't work out, but I need you to tell your mom, and I need you to know that you represented your family very well. You spoke eloquently, and you made a strong case. But the board has to stand by its decision. But I wanted you to know that you did a good job. That meant a lot to me because, like I said, I had never spoken to a group of professionals in my life at that point. The fact that George took time and tracked me down to tell me that really stuck with me and has stuck with me my whole life. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say, and at that moment I decided to run for school board one day. No. But I knew that if I ever did seek public office, that if I ever was lucky enough to be a public servant in this community, I was gonna treat people, I was gonna treat students the way George McShan treated me that day. George, thank you. Thank you for what you have done to me and the influence you have made in my life, but mostly thank you for what you have done for the students of Harlingen, the Valley, and the state of Texas.